Hello and welcome to the Unusual Comparison Podcast with me, Ronnie.
And me, Saffy.
And unfortunately not a special guest that we tried to. Just having a nap. Happens.
Yeah, we were going to have a special guest, but then we don't have a special guest, so that's what happens.
Yeah, it's what is happens.
That's life.
So, yeah, this is the Unusual Comparison Podcast, recorded 20 minutes after the first one.
Recorded.
Huh?
Filmed, recorded.
Yeah, I realised my mistake and just went back
It's
over
fine. Let's just get on with it.
I mean, you would have mocked me for saying filmed anyway, and I was hoping maybe if I corrected it, it would be fine.
Nothing gets past me, Ronnie. Nothing.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, if you don't know already, this is the show where we compare two things, stuff that people have sent in. I put in a random number generator. We get two categories, and we have to compare them. I mean, it's kind of in the name. It's just, except the last two haven't been that bad in terms of unusual comparison.
Yeah.
I feel like this is really going to turn ahead now.
You struck gold last time and you fucked that up.
I did. It's really hard to do something by yourself, Selfies versus bloggers, I thought it'd be all good, and then no, not in the least.
Well, let's see what's in store for us today.
Well, in store for us today, the random generator is up and loaded. We have got the number 25. Oh yeah, I figured out a problem last time. In that, when we counted to stuff before, it was fine.
Because it was just 6 that we counted.
Exactly.
But when you have more numbers, it's...
But now,
Yeah.
I need to put it on
Google Docs.
I need to go on Google Docs and find something I can put it on. This happens when you're an idiot and you don't plan things very well. Let's do this one. I didn't have the thing up and loaded. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, back on track. 52. 25, not 52.
Well, you were close.
Just switch the numbers around.
In a manner of speaking. And we're going to number them up.
I'm going to find 25 is
Mario! It's Sammy!
Mario! I don't know if it was just Mario games or what. They just said Mario.
Okay.
So that's number one.
Problema.
Oh yeah, we also have shots to do when the second number comes up. I think we should do it immediately after it.
Yep. Okay.
They're
get 'em ready to
15% sours. Mine is an apple sour.
Some strong stuff. Mine's blue raspberry, which is not a thing, by the way. Not a thing. Blue
Is
raspberry.
it just a blueberry?
No, because that's a blueberry.
And those in why would they lie to us? Because they don't want to say blueberry because it's not actually blueberry, but it kind of tastes close to blueberry. So just say blue raspberry.
Okay. No problems here. It's all good.
Oh my god, it smells like those sweets that you have when you're a kid. Like the brain.
Those are one sweets that you have when you're a kid.
But there's the ones that are
Toxic waste.
there's toxic waste, and there's also the mind blower things that
Oh,
are that's in a deodorant rolly kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ones that spray as well.
All right. So what we do is we're gonna generate.
This actually kind of smells like an ice lolly.
Smell. It does. I'm gonna generate the number first. We're gonna read together what comes up, or try to, and then we're gonna immediately do the shot.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. 33.
33 is boom, 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 boo. Oh.
Generate another number.
It was the selfie movement, which is the one that I did last week. So regenerate. 3. Miley Cyrus! Alright, shot.
Clink. Tasted like an ice lolly too.
He didn't finish it.
I didn't. Oh.
It's not bad for 15%. I just tasted the apple sour.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you did not.
No.
It's kicking in a bit now. I can taste it better now.
It's in the aftertaste. It's in the aftertaste.
Well, we needed that to compare Miley Cyrus to, what was the first again?
Mario.
Mario and Miley Cyrus.
Cool. Well, they both begin with an M.
How old is Mario? How old
They're
is Mario in
both
terms of the video game?
People. Mario is a person. Miley Cyrus is a person.
So one is fake and one is real. Except we can talk about how real is Miley nowadays.
Well, what do you mean in terms of real?
As in
Mario is a game, and I'm pretty sure there will be a Miley Cyrus Flash game somewhere on the internet.
No, what I meant is as in, you know, like David Bowie is like, he made his characters up, and like he changed them in terms of like his time and how he wanted to be viewed by everyone. I'm wondering, is like, I was trying to say, is Miley Cyrus like,
Well, I mean,
how real?
she pretended to be Hannah Montana, so that's not very real, is it?
I mean, how open is her personality to what the audience is reading, and how much of it is crazy publicist? But I think it kind of is her, because people talk about interviews with her and stuff.
Year of inception, 1981.
I see how old they are compared to Miley Cyrus. So, how old is Mario then? You don't know maths, because I can't be bothered.
I can't do the maths.
Oh, fucking hell. 1981. So...
Wait. 35. Miley's not 35. Just saying.
She's 23. She was born in 1992. So she's like 11 years younger.
Sure.
She's only a year older than Ariana Grande. I don't believe that.
I do.
Because she was like Hannah Montana like 10 years ago or whatever. 5 or whatever.
So?
But as in like Ariana Grande just stopped being like in Victorious and stuff. It was weirding me out. And Selena Gomez is the same age. Actually, no, I can't believe that.
Victorious was in an older setting than what in terms of
That's
the age of the characters. Like Miley Cyrus was, like Hannah Montana was a thing when she was like what 11, 12.
But they're like they're both in like high school, aren't they?
No, I'm sure Victorious is like college.
No, it's just like a high school. But it's just a performing arts school.
Alright, I don't know.
It's just, well, she looks younger, to be fair.
I mean, Mario and Miley Cyrus have both had an appeal to children.
But I mean, Mario still keeps it.
Mario still keeps it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mario hasn't.
We have struck
Not gold.
rock bottom.
Bedrock.
There you go. Bedrocking. Is that a real thing, by the way, or is that just things in Minecraft? Thanks for that, Sappy. For that knowledge drop of, I don't know.
I'm not a scientist. Yeesh.
Okay, so Mario.
Yeah.
They both have franchises named after them.
Do they?
No, they don't.
What's the Miley Cyrus franchise?
Why would they give us Hannah Montana, not Miley Cyrus?
I know, this is what I'm thinking. It's like, can we talk about Hannah Montana, or is that cheating? It's a part of Miley. I feel like we can talk about it.
I mean, we can. Tell you what, they both have serious relationship issues.
They both have movies.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's bigger? I'm gonna find out. What's the Mario movie called?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, fucking hell. This is gonna be half Google, this podcast. I'm so sorry. 1993.
Mario.
That's not gonna be safe for Hannah Montana. Because she was born a year before.
A year before what?
I'm lying?
A year before what? Wait, I missed this.
No, nothing. 2009. So, long time after. Which has got better. Okay, so 43% on Rotten Tomatoes is Hannah Montana's 2009 move. E. This is just a shambles. Saffy.
They both have brothers, Mario and Miley.
She does?
Yeah, she's got a brother. He's in that band that sings that song that goes shake, 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 shake it.
Metro.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Mario film, 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not good. It's just not good. I think I've seen it.
I haven't, for sure. I haven't.
I think it was on like TV on Christmas.
Okay, so they both have films, and they're films that people would rather forget.
It's true. I mean, why do people still care about Miley Cyrus? People still care about Mario because he is an institution. She is not.
No.
I don't. Sorry. Do you want to regenerate?
No, that's cheating. We can't do that.
Safi, I really want to.
We can't. I'm not going to allow you to do that. We've got
It's
to
true.
get through this.
It's true. It's like,
Yeah.
what standard would I be holding this to when it comes to like 10 down the line or whatever? And I'd be like, I cheated on that third podcast.
Right.
And it's gonna be so much worse. So let's bring back. I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring back the energy. Bring back the energy. Okay.
Bring your game, Ronnie.
So let's talk about some relationship issues here.
Okay.
So
yeah, you were on the thread there, and I interrupted you. So.
that's all right. So I heard Miley Cyrus back with Patrick Schwarzenegger. No, Chris Hemsworth.
What the fuck kind of mistake was that to make?
No, because she used to date Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I never heard about that, but yeah.
Patty Schwartz.
Apparently she's re-engaged to Liam Hemsworth.
Liam?
Yes.
I thought it was Chris.
No, Chris is married. He's got a kid.
He does?
Yeah.
I'm out of it.
I know he's definitely got a kid, so I'm pretty sure he's married.
Yeah. Guys, feel free to send in pop culture references to me because I know all the celebrities. I know who everyone is. I know who they're dating and everything.
Sarcasm at its finest. Right, no, Liam Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth. Yeah, because Chris Hemsworth has a kid.
Yes.
They do.
Which you just discovered.
No, I did know that. I thought he had a kid.
Okay, you knew that.
Why would I think they had a kid with Miley? This is outrageous mistakes right here.
Okay.
So they got back together.
Yep. How does this relate to Mario?
She's. How many relationships has she had that are public?
None that I've been aware of. The only person that I've been aware of was Liam Hemsworth.
Okay.
In recent times, anyway.
She was engaged to Patrick Schwarzenegger a few years ago.
Engaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me fact check this one. Patty Schwartz, party time. Patty Schwartz, party time. See, if you listen to The Worst Idea of All Time, you'd understand this.
They were together for 5 months, it says.
Oh. Were they?
He looks about 12.
He does.
Like a tall 12-year-old, but 12 nonetheless.
Huh. I don't know. I don't want to know her address. I wanted to know about their relationship. Oh, he was still far-free feelings for Miley Cyrus and not giving up. When was this? May 18th last year. Oh, okay, it was a while ago, man. This was a long time ago. I mean, I was just saying that, like, Mario, a lot part of Mario is the fact that Peach was stolen and then kidnapped, and then it's going to go up from the browser.
We all remember that one time that Miley Cyrus was kidnapped, and then her father Liam Neeson had to get her back.
Is that true?
No, that was a shitty reference to the movie Taken.
I was trying to think if that happened in the movie.
No, it didn't. I was trying to be funny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'm sure someone out there laughed a little bit, even if it was just a slight chuckle. Like a...
See, we've watched Taken together.
We have.
All of them.
Yep.
It's good
We
movies.
did a Taken marathon.
I love Taken.
Yeah, I know you do. It's weird.
Listen.
I like the first one.
It's like when I play Call of Duty. You just numbs your brain.
Yep.
You put it on and you forget the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because Taken is happening right now. I don't know. We can't talk about Taken.
Let's look up Miley Cyrus Flash games.
I need to stop referencing another podcast in this podcast. Worst idea of all time. Look it up. Flash MTV. God. There's Miley Cyrus Flash game.
Okay, so there's loads of Miley Cyrus Flash games.
You can dress up Miley Cyrus.
Most of them
you
are
can
dress
like
up.
Miley Cyrus. You can have a makeover as Miley Cyrus.
The point is, they've both got games.
Yeah.
They're both in...
Let's say the words. We both grew up with them.
Yeah.
And it's probably interesting in how they changed, like, over time to us. Because Mario's still, like, a strong thing. Like, I still have Super Mario Bros. As in the game, not the movie.
Well, yeah, like, Mario is something that I think from as long as I've lived I've been aware of. And Miley Cyrus has been a person who I've been aware of for a very long time also. Obviously, I watched Hannah Montana on the Disney Channel when I was a kid.
But that looks really weird. I was telling Saffy to be louder with my hands, and then she's going to go quietly.
I feel like I'm being loud.
You're not. You're really
Alright,
not.
Sorry, bitch.
Damn.
Bitch.
It's still quiet though. Anyway.
Alright.
Like, yeah, marriage still stands. Like, I think marriage is also a multi-generational thing. You know, it's the generation above us and
Yeah.
below us. Care about Miley Cyrus. I mean,
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
Miley Cyrus more.
Well,
She's around us, but in the same way, she's kind of.
it's like she was relevant.
She's switched.
She was.
She's
Yeah.
switched. She used to be relevant to us, and now she's relevant for people younger than us, because we don't care about her anymore. We've stopped caring about Miley Cyrus. Except she can't even really be relevant for younger people because
Not very appropriate.
yeah, she's not appropriate. Before she was appropriate for her age, and then she just started just being hella annoying, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. People
I
still
don't know.
say keep saying things that stand up for her, but
I mean, what we can say
I'm not
from this
like-
is that both Mario and Miley Cyrus, in some respect, can inspire a sense of nostalgia in us.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
I don't
I
know
never
about
used
you,
to
but
watch-
like I played Mario Kart specifically
Yeah, I
a
love
lot
Mario
as a
Kart.
kid. Don't play Mario now. I mean, I still find it a relevant thing, and I would if it was presented to me. But I
Yeah,
just
there was a long time we were talking about doing Let's Plays. I really wanted to do the Mario Portal one
yeah.
because that looks so funny and we would have a good time. And we may do it eventually if we ever
Yeah.
once upon a time, like 3 years. I mean, I never used to really watch Hannah Montana. I did a bit, but I didn't have Disney Channel. So it'd be like,
Okay.
I'd be around at a friend's house and we'd watch Disney
Yeah.
Channel or something.
Well, I did have Disney Channel, so I watched it all the time.
I think I also used to watch clips on YouTube because that's how you used to use YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
Before you knew about illegal websites where you could watch them for real.
Yeah.
God. I mean, to be honest, I'm not on like... I don't know where I stand on Miley Cyrus, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
She's not done great things, but I don't know if she's not exactly scum of the earth level. Like, it's
No,
on the
but
internet.
she has done some very problematic things.
She has. I mean, the main one is, of course, what's it called? Appropriation.
Yeah. And she's also said some,
Questionable things.
Yeah.
What things
She said
have I
some
missed out?
transphobic stuff, but she was
Has
making jokes about it. I can't remember where she was, but she went somewhere and she was making jokes about finding, and I quote, a tranny bar to have a good time.
Was this at the time when she was at that gay bar and she was pretending to be like, when she was like really drunk at a gay bar while she was performing or something? And so she said that gay joke.
I don't know.
What does a gay horse say? Hey.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really know that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's the worst. I mean, to be honest, I really don't like sometimes.
This is the thing, like, I don't really know enough about her and haven't kept up with her enough to be able to make a solid...
I know, it's just like I pretty much
Judgment
out
on
my way.
her?
Like, people always want to talk about her, but it's like, in the end, I don't. I stopped caring for a long
Yeah.
time. Like, she was dancing with Robin Thicke and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
here's a question for you. Do you think she's actually bisexual?
I don't know. I don't like to question people and things like that. I like to be able to have
But with-
someone say it and to believe it.
But I know you want to take it at face value, but you can't always take it with, like, some celebrities, especially when some...
Yeah. Especially given some of the stuff that she said in the past. But
Yeah.
then again, it is stuff that she has said in the past. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But this is what I mean. I don't know enough about her to be able to be like, she's like this. And, I think...
Well, I
about
mean,
her.
I mentioned David Bowie earlier. David Bowie did. David Bowie pretended to be gay, and then he was...
Did he?
Yeah, he wasn't gay.
Oh.
He said he was really into the gay culture, and especially when he became a character of Ziggy Stardust,
Mm.
that character, like, for a long time was like a gay icon.
Right.
But he himself admitted not even be gay.
Okay.
I think he said at some point he was bisexual. I can't remember if he actually was or if he ended up being straight.
Okay.
I can't remember to Google it. But I still remember seeing quotes about that. And also, Nicki Minaj did the same thing.
Did she?
Yeah, you was like, did she? Did she?
No, listen, because I love Nicki, and it hurts me to think that she would have done
I
something
know,
like that.
she when she was younger to gain popularity, because she was singing about girls as well.
Right.
So it hit on to, you know, a bigger crowd.
Okay, yeah.
And then afterwards, but she did like she fully apologized for it, saying, like I really shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I did it for the wrong reasons, and it wasn't true. At the same time, it's like, you know, it's like kicking someone in a sport and then winning the game and being like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, well, you did it to win the game. And even if when you say it now, it's not like you can take it back.
Yeah.
It doesn't change how it happened. Not like I'm not saying Nicki Minaj isn't a good person. There was a time when there was that thing that happened about her brother.
Don't know about that.
We'll have to go into Google. But we're straying.
We are.
We are
ignoring.
walking away. I blame the shot. Except I don't.
Yeah.
I'm blaming the subject matter.
Yeah, it's
I felt like we were going somewhere and then I went off.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, changing in our views. I mean,
Right.
Mario, because obviously...
I mean, I would argue that Mario has also become less relevant to me as the years have gone by. Again, it's not because I don't still love Mario, and, you know, if somebody put Mario Kart in front of me, I would absolutely play it and love it. It's just, it doesn't have space in my life right now.
That's not like saying it's not relevant to you.
Yeah.
That's just saying that you don't have time for it. I mean, if you
Yeah.
had the games, or if you had...
Because my thing with... Okay,
you can choose not to listen to Miley Cyrus and not to keep up with Miley Cyrus. Choosing not to play the games is a matter of you don't have the games.
True. And my thing is, if anybody who knows me will know that my favourite platform to play Mario Kart on is the Nintendo GameCube. It's the best experience in the world. We still have our Nintendo GameCube in our house. We lost the disc for Mario Kart.
Oh.
Sad times. I lost my DS, which I used to play Mario Kart on also.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. Left it on an aeroplane.
I left a phone on an airplane once.
Let me tell you the story. I was playing it, and then I get really bad travel sickness on airplanes, but only on the landing. So I usually make myself fall asleep as we land.
Yeah.
So I put it in.
I just used to do that.
You know, like the pocket on the seat in front of you. I put it in there so that it would be safe while I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't forget about it. I specifically put it there so I wouldn't forget about it, and like it wouldn't slip down the side of my seat or fall on the floor or anything. And we got off the airplane, and I remembered about it as we were still, you know, like the little tunnel from the airplane to the airport.
Yeah.
I remembered about it while we were still walking down there, so there was plenty of time for me to be like, actually, wait, I need to go back on the airplane. I've left my DS. But because I was such an anxious child, I was like, I can't say anything. My mum's going to shout at me, they're not going to let us back on the plane, so I held my tongue. And I didn't confess what happened to my mum until years later.
Oh my god.
I know.
Did you pull a Jeff Ramsey and like left it at school and just never bring it back?
She never asked about it.
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
She never asked about it. I think she must have just assumed that it was like a phase and I'd outgrown it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so somebody probably... Oh my god, the heartbreaking thing. My Animal Crossing game that I had been playing for years, built my house up. Heartbreaking
I
stuff.
haven't played mine in a while. That's because I got the Xbox. So
Yeah.
now it's like if I want to play a game, I have that there. And then I've been distracted by Flight Rising, which is like a big part of my life now. Sadly. It's just a pet like with dragons, but it's addictive, man. But so yeah, Mario, the thing with like it's non-real people, it's really hard to like disappoint you. The thing with video games is they can.
Yeah.
I feel like when it came out on Wii, people were disappointed by it.
I was literally just about to say that. I remember going to my friend's house and playing Mario Kart on the Wii for the first time and being like, this is not an immersive experience for me at all. I was like, I can't get into this.
I think it was like I was playing Mario Kart Rainbow Road or something, and I was like, I can't stay on for longer than a second.
Yeah.
This isn't even about hardness. This is just being about like, this tool isn't right for this game. And to be honest, that tool isn't right for any game. The fucking Wii shouldn't have been invented, really.
No.
There was really like, it was like, hey, it's a party thing, and then it's like there's no good games for it, and when there was a good game, it didn't work half the time. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Wii. Yeah, games can disappoint you, but I feel like that disappointment is never gonna like resonate as hard as like a disappointment of a child star.
Yeah.
And like what happened to them.
For sure. It doesn't compare at all.
I mean, I wasn't even a big fan of Miley Cyrus, but like, you see her singing like Jolie when she was younger, and you hear that voice. I mean, she was brought up by like Southern music.
Yeah.
You know, she had Dolly Parton as like, was it Godmother?
Something like that. I know Dolly Parton was on the show, Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I think it was her godmother, and then her dad sings as well.
Yeah.
And then we hear Jolene. You're like, this is a singer who's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, when she sings pop music, it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't work with her voice as well. And it's like, obviously that's a choice for her to make, but she already had loads of money, and I want to believe that it was an artistic thing. But in a way, I think she might have just got very used to a lifestyle, and so did her family. And then it was like, I'm sorry, but then it was like she stopped having a show. She was no longer gonna have this steady income, and so she moved to a music form that would be way easier for her to make money.
I feel like, obviously, again, this is something that I'm saying, not knowing her, so I could be completely wrong, but I feel like she was very hyper aware of the fact that she was a child star, and people knew her as Hannah Montana, and she was so desperate to move away from that.
I think that's what Part in the USA did okay, because it was still like, hey, I was Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
But I'm a real person. Here's a song. I mean, she didn't write that, to be fair, and it was kind of like down the Hannah Montana route in the end.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
was
still a bit more adult.
A bit more
adult. But I feel like she kind of took that too far. I don't know.
It's almost like a Justin Bieber turn of events.
Right.
Adored by fans, went to her head a little.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's so hard to say about, in terms of character, how real is Miley Cyrus? In terms of what does she do as a person, and what does she do because a camera is on her 24/7?
Right.
And I always feel that with celebrities. It's like
it's like any celebrity.
Anything they say, anything they do. I mean, there's a camera right there. Someone is listening to what they're saying and willing to tell the world about it. What can they do to be able to live their lives? And you get some celebrities like Kristen Stewart who have to keep to themselves, and they try so hard.
That you can't really hold it against them in a way, because I know for me personally, when we do podcasts, I feel like I'm a different person to what I am when we're just talking normally.
I mean, my voice changes slightly for sure.
Part of it is an automatic thing, you're being the most entertaining version of yourself that
also
you
the most
can
eloquent.
Be. Yeah.
But I suppose celebrities, if they've got a certain, I mean, obviously Miley Cyrus is famous for being eloquent, and but I mean that's not. I think there are different things you need to do to be relevant as a famous person than you want to be relevant as a small-time person.
Yeah.
As a small-time person, you've got to keep people listening. Maybe as a celebrity at that point, you just want people to stop listening.
Maybe.
But in that case, why would you not hide yourself more? Because you see people like Kristen Stewart.
I mean,
and stuff who hide them from the world.
Like Britney Spears,
but she's out there 24/7.
When she shaved all her hair off, and if you read about
I know about
the
Britney
whole
Spears,
story about that, about how it was kind of a thing for her to not be in the limelight so much in a really roundabout way.
No, but she was having a breakdown. She was tired of people commenting on her looks 24/7. So she wanted to shave off her hair and be like, how do I look now?
Yeah.
Does my hair look good today? I understand that. And I can understand where it comes from a Miley Cyrus breakdown point of view. And I'm so proud of Britney Spears. She's got kids, she's got a married life. She stays out of she could do anything and the world would know, but only if she wanted the world to know it now.
Right.
She keeps most of her life to the secret now because she is able to.
But then for her,
she's mature.
that took, she was a child star as well, and it took her a long time to be able to get to this point.
When that happened?
When she shaved her hair off?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Let me see. How old is Britney Spears now? Britney Spears is 34. This is a good... How old do you say Miley Cyrus was?
23? 23.
Okay, 11 years older, yeah. I mean, that's to be fair, she's 4 years older than us?
yeah, 4 years.
She's 4 years older than us. If someone put a camera in my face 24/7 now, they would deal with a lot of shit.
Yeah. I mean, it would,
everyone... I would definitely be one of those celebrities that have hit a photographer at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, everyone deals with it in a different way.
Yeah. But I
think especially being from Disney as well, though, I feel like...
Yeah, but I think I think for a long time, she would have got mentored on what happened.
Yes.
What to do.
Yeah.
She would have had a contract that means no one could have entered her life, especially because she was under 18. no one could have done anything to follow her when she was younger. And then as soon as that contract ended, she was left abandoned without knowledge of what to do.
Right. 2012 it says.
27. Was it 2012?
I feel
Oh
like
no, it was in 2007. But they're saying
right.
they're saying this.
I can't believe I missed that. It says in Big Bold 2007, and I look at the little 2012.
It was 2007. So
that was 9 years ago. So she would have been 23. No, 25.
Okay, so yeah, so around that was when I breaking down point.
Right.
But I think she became a star a little bit older than Miley.
I feel like she was younger than Miley.
Oh my god, we're looking up everything in a second.
I mean, I know Miley was Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter, so in a way she was kind of always.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of being on TV.
Yeah. I mean,
Miley was younger.
I mean.
Britney was younger. Sorry.
Baby One More Time was in 1999.
No, but she was.
2000 is when she became international successful. 2000.
Yeah, but no, but she was. I swear she was in the limelight before that. Because she was like, there's pictures of her and
She performed
Justin
acting roles in
Timberlake.
stage performance and television shows as a child before singing with Jive Records in 1987. That's the second studio album, One Baby One More Time, which I did again became international successes.
I don't know.
So that was around. Well, yeah, I feel that was like So 2000 was around when she became successful. So that was 7 years before. When did Hannah Montana started? In.
This isn't even what we're supposed to be talking about.
But it's still interesting. Let's be real. Hannah Montana was at 2006.
Right.
So. You right.
Yeah, I'm always right.
So Saffy's right. Yeah. So Miley was a star younger.
Britney was a star younger.
Sorry, and she wouldn't have had the protection that's for as long time.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't think she got any help from anyone.
No.
Because her parents pretty much wanted to sell her as a commodity.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. While I suppose Miley's father would have been very much like, this contract means this.
Yeah.
She was not going to do things that she doesn't need to do. She can do this star, she can do what she wants, but in the same way you can't be filming her life.
Right.
And I feel like when that comfort blanket left her, after probably the movie, because I think she got that movie contract immediately after the show ended.
Yeah.
Disney probably released her in all ways, and anything that she had, like stopping paparazzi from being at her side, also dropped because she stopped being 18.
Yeah.
So she was left without anything stopping people from following her life anymore, and it's an entirely different life. She didn't have the same income deals because before she had that steady income, not even just like money wise, but in terms of like she did a show and she did a film. Like that is something that's regular, and then she was dropped without it, and she suddenly had no regular stuff. So, cutting the say Jolene or whatever, that was like her having fun and stuff. But I bet after a while she was like, I actually have to get in, do a job, and make sure I can stay relevant.
Right.
And maybe that kind of formed what we're seeing now. Maybe it is a breakdown, or maybe it's just clever in the end in terms of whatever she does, she'll get noticed for it. And people will still download her songs because she maintains relevancy. And people want to talk about her, which we're doing even if we don't know that much about her.
Right.
In the end.
It's true.
I mean, Mario's only a character, so it's really hard to like compare disappointment of a game. And it wasn't really the game itself; it was more the Wii, because no one likes using the Wii.
Yeah.
But I mean, the movie was a disappointment.
Evidently, yeah.
I only remember a little bit.
I haven't seen it, and I hope I never do have to see it.
Do you know what game I'm worried about disappointing me?
What?
New Bioshock.
There's going to be a new Bioshock. I don't know
without
anything
Ken
about
Levine.
this.
The thing is, number 2 is made without Ken Levine, but it was done in the same studio.
Right.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, Bioshock 2 was without Ken Levine in a whole different studio.
Right.
This one will be in the same studio without Ken Levine.
Okay.
Which means he would have probably like dropped off the story universe. There are books written on it. Everything in the world about it has been written.
Yeah.
So my problem is that I know you haven't, but after playing 1, 2, Bioshock, and the 2 DLCs on it, also the 2 DLCs for the other games. It's running mad at that bit. But the story is like holy loot.
Right.
It's like closed.
Okay.
Like I feel like you know most of what the world is going on.
Okay.
I have no fucking idea what the new Bioshock could be about. I can only think of 2 things. Number 1, actually no, 3 things. Number 1, a whole different area, a whole different world.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think that's what most people's guess is. Number 2, Rapture, 200 years in the future, once again revisited.
Okay, I could dig that. I don't know if I'm trash for saying that, but I could really dig that.
But you have 2.2 games in it.
Yeah.
/ like 3 DLCs or whatever.
Okay, yeah, alright.
I can still dig it, of course. I'm a huge fan of Bioshock. But also, the other one is early Columbia.
Oh.
Like, when they just started moving there.
Oh.
And you know how everyone gets killed off? I'm sorry if you've never played Bioshock. But someone's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
In fact, 10 characters are gonna die. And those aren't even the ones who are gonna kill. Those are just people. You get to kill some of them as well. And some of them you don't. And that's just the story characters. It's not even just the fuckers in the street. But it's in like early Columbia, and you're finding out everything that's happening as it starts.
Yeah.
And then you just die.
And then you just
You probably get killed off because you know too much. Like, tell my story. Bye.
Well, now I really want it to be about early Columbia.
Because I mean, what else could they do? They've done underwater and in the sky. Kind of like, don't really want to do actual Earth. That's dull. No one wants that. You don't want to do Earth's core because then it's too much like Rapture.
Yeah.
You can't do
space.
It
It just doesn't fit, does it?
It's just that the game mechanics are so interesting in Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite in terms of like water can just kill you in number 1.
Yeah.
And there's so much care about the world to make sure of that. And then in Columbia, all the care is to keep the world floating. But in terms, I mean, the thing is, it would be really similarly structured to the Rapture world, because in space you'd have to be closed off and everything had to be airtight in a similar way. I mean, what I think the worlds do very well is like having very isolated areas.
Right.
And they are separate from the entire world, so they've got entirely different views. I mean, the whole thing is like heaven versus hell in a loose way. In terms of, I mean, you got a lot of racist, prejudiced people in the sky. Because it's like Victorian. Is it Victorian? It's like,
I would say so.
I don't know, whatever. It's like old view Christian people.
Yeah.
Kind of in the sky, even though they convert to whatever it is. I mean, it's kind of Christian, but loosely.
It's like Americanism.
Well,
you have the whole thing about
it's following Comstock.
Yeah.
Comstock.
But I mean, like when
it's Christian based.
But when you first come into Columbia, there's the thing about the founding fathers, right? Like the statues of the founding fathers.
Yeah.
And there's that
like,
whole strain to it.
But it's like he was the one that God chose, Comstock.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like Comstock is God, but he's the next prophet.
Right.
He's a prophet.
And then there's the false
he's the prophet.
And
Yeah. And then it's just, and it's like the not even communist. It's supposed to, no, because it's all he's meant to hate communism. What's his name? Andrew Ryan. But in terms of like the very liberal kind of, we don't want rules breaking our society. You can be able to like, I mean, basically just like not killing and stuff like that. But it was in terms of like business market.
We need to wrap this up.
I just wanted to talk so much about Bioshock.
We can do a Bioshock podcast.
When you played it once.
Yeah, I was gonna say you will come to mine. I'll power through them. I'll play Bioshock. I'll play Bioshock 2. You have to.
Bioshock 2 only takes like 4 hours. To be fair, number 1 takes the longest.
Right. We'll have to do it over a couple of weekends then. Are you down?
I am.
Mondays. We can do Mondays as well.
We could do a Sunday to Monday.
Yeah.
Or if you're willing to stay here. Oh, you can't always.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really easy to take my equipment up, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Like I've got the Xbox there, so.
Ooh, so eventually we're going to do, I promise you,
Yeah.
Rapture versus Columbia. And actually, no, one of the things I've submitted was the Rise and Fall of Rapture, which is the city in BioShock, if you didn't know. Just talking to the audience here, I think you knew, I was fairly aware you knew that.
I mean, I've played like maybe a couple of hours of BioShock.
Yeah, so in that case,
I've
we
got
can
a little
actually compare those
But
two.
yeah, we'll do a marathon BioShock. You can just play and then we can do a podcast.
I will say about the podcast, sometimes we will have things that we want to compare, and we should be allowed to do that. Like, I think we can have free reign to do random, unusual podcasts, and I feel like BioShock and Rapture, Rapture and Columbia, they are something that's worth talking about.
It's not exactly an unusual comparison, is it?
No, but, I mean, we got something versus bloggers last time, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
I understand that it would break the formula of random, but at the same time, I feel like
it would be a hell of an interesting podcast.
I bet loads of people have already talked about it, but I still want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I love that series so much.
Yeah.
And guess what I don't love? Miley Cyrus, and I also don't like. I mean, I like Mario, but I don't have enough to talk about Mario and Miley.
It's true.
So as
they've kind of both been sidelined as in different things in our lives.
Yeah.
So
there we go. There's comparison for you.
There's the concluding comparison.
The only comparison, maybe. I mean, I feel like the idea of the podcast is that it's not like we're not writing an essay here. We're not trying to compare them. I mean, it's just prompting to talk about stuff. That's what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be slightly amusing in that way. And you just gotta let us go off topic sometimes, because sometimes we can't do it, like this time. In fact, maybe we should have a score system in terms of successfully compared and failed compare.
We should.
So first one, we successfully compared. Maybe? Yeah.
Well, there was only one comparison made, but like I said at the time, there was one comparison made, but it was a hell of a good comparison.
But it was the only one to make.
It was we went really deep with it as well. We stayed on topic for that.
With some variation, but basically, we stayed on that. Number 2, I did not successfully compare
Which you
selfies
should
versus
have.
vloggers.
Somehow you managed to cock up selfies versus vloggers.
See, I think when you listen back to it, which I have, because I have to do editing and stuff, there are some comparisons in there that I really like. I have a formed idea of what it is, but I'm too tired to explain what I'm thinking.
Well, that was your mistake, wasn't it? Because you recorded it at 1 in the morning.
I thought it'd be funny.
You thought wrong.
Wow, okay. Hurt me.
Sorry. It was funny in the amount that you struggled with something so
that's what I was kind of expecting.
Yeah.
I expected 2 things from this podcast. Either funniness in what we compare, 2 in how hard it is to stay on topic, and 3 when we are so desperate and we are looking for fucking anything.
Yeah.
And even though it really shouldn't have been, it was number 3 last time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got some out there, but in the end, they are very similar, and that's what kind of made it harder. Actually, I would have thought it made it harder. It's like they're so similar. There's only a very few points that differ them, and I think I spoke through those. I don't really want to repeat myself, but I think there's going to be 2 troubles with this podcast: when they're too similar, like that one, and when they're too different, like this.
Yeah.
I think we're going to run out of material, and I think that's okay. And I think the audience will allow us to go off tangent.
Yeah.
We'll find out in the comment section.
1 comment.
I've got 1 comment in the last one.
We did.
I got 2 in the other one, but that was from the same person. So I don't know if it counts as 1 comment.
Yeah.
Overall,
because it was from
that
the
means
same
we're
person.
averaging a 1 comment per video.
Which is more than we were before.
It's true.
The first unusual comparison podcast we did, the views climbed so quickly on
And I've got to thank whoever's in charge of Monty Own Project for that, because that was clearly
that was
them.
all them.
Yeah.
I run the TrickingCerberus Twitter page, and the amount of retweets and likes on the tweet for that podcast more than we'd ever had, and it was because the Monty Own Project retweeted us.
I know. And it's the same with the notes on Tumblr, because it's very unlikely that we ever get notes on Tumblr. I mean, anything I post on there gets fucking likes and reblogged. Whenever it's about me, if it's a selfie, they're like, fuck you. And if it's a video, hell no. So that's just my life. Like, you just kind of get to, like, It's like us two, maybe Han and Kate, depending on what it is,
Yeah.
and then nothing.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you have a Tumblr, please use our Tumblr and Tumblr them. Share the. I mean, it's just sad. But
It is.
at the same time,
I know it might be an afterthought to you, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to us. But I think the problem is that we are putting this on a platform, and then advertising it on the other platforms.
Yeah.
And then we're concerned about what's the things that are like on the other platforms.
Right.
In terms of views, we do fine. But yeah, on likes and yeah, on comments, obviously, because we're not very big. But I mean,
but this isn't like
we're probably caring too much about the other platforms that we're putting this on. And I think when we're putting this on, we're sharing it on. So I think we should just mostly think about the first one, the YouTube. And in that case, please like and comment on the video.
Yeah, because we want to
make us happy.
Hear some stuff. We appreciate all the support we can get.
Please. Anyway, I've been Ronnie.
And I've been Saffy.
Thank you for joining us on the Unusual Comparison Podcast. We'll get that someday. Bye!